Hi, I'm John Emmett here in Marina Rubicon. We've got the Nacras here again. Fantastic day in the office, but especially for this team. First of all, can you introduce yourselves?
Yeah, my name is Lynn.
And my name is Christian, and we're from Denmark.
Can you just tell us a little bit about your background? We've got a lot of top teams here, great racing. But can you tell us, where you started and how come you're here?
Yeah, so CP and I campaigned towards Rio last campaign, and yeah, have actually been going on since there until Tokyo, and we have already been selected from Denmark to represent. So we are looking much forward to the summer, and yeah, are happy to push hard now.
So, what happened with the selection? You got selected, and then there was a further trial, or they just kept the selection for all the sailing team.
Yeah, they just kept the selection because it was just done by the time that the Olympics was postponed. So then we just kept it as it was. And
So, was this Melbourne, or where was your selection?
that was Melbourne, yeah, Geelong, last event. Yeah, the World Championship.
It's funny. It seems a very, very long time ago. It may seem a silly question, but why are you training in Lanzarote as opposed to Denmark this time of year?
Well, it's definitely nicer weather here, but also in Denmark it's hard to find spots where we have these kind of waves as we see here in Lanzarote. So our main reason to come here is because this is what we found which was closest to the conditions we will see in Japan. And obviously that is the biggest event that we are preparing for.
For nearly everyone, and it's quite nice to be hanging out a bit closer to the equator. A little bit about today. I mean, you can't see in the background, but it looks amazing out there.
It was beautiful conditions today. It just picked up, so we had like 14 knots and big waves. And yeah, just the best conditions you can race in the Nacra. Really challenging, but you really benefit if you work hard physically.
Well, you obviously worked very hard today. Nearly a perfect score. Anything particular you can put that down to?
I think we worked hard for the last 2 months to find speed in these kind of waves. So we can just see now that the hard work is paying off, both up and downwind. We have changed settings out there a lot and just are still trying things out, but it seems like we are getting close to find something that works well in the waves. So
And I was thinking technically the Nacra must be one of the hardest classes in big waves when you're foiling downwind. Is that a bit scary, or is it good to let it all hang out?
Well, in the conditions we had today, I don't found it too scary because we can still kind of sail the waves. But the days we have been around the corner on the other side of the lighthouse and had waves which was like 4 or 5 meter high, and there we definitely have some sketchy moments.
So you're flying as well as foiling. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
exactly.
And probably the most difficult question of the interview, but I asked nearly everyone this. What's next?
Yeah, we don't really know. Tomorrow, I guess, that is next, and we're
Okay,
looking
so
forward to it.
what's happening tomorrow?
Another race day.
Yeah, hopefully another great races, and yeah, it's super nice to be here with a lot of top teams, and we enjoy that it's still possible to do racing.
Well,
And
we have to say thank you very much to the organisers. I mean, we're
yeah,
just so happy to be racing. Um,
exactly.
in a perfect world, is that an easier question? What would be your next plan?
I think we stay here in February, and then we hope that Palma is gonna happen. So then we'll go to Mallorca in March. So that is the plan, to do the normal thing as we always have done, doing Palma and then Yes, and yeah, the European events.
And if not, are we still talking here in March?
Well, I think we need to be open to whatever happens. Yeah, because as it is now, it's difficult to predict anything. But we really enjoy it here, and no doubt that we're going to stay here if Parma is not happening.
And I'll make it slightly easier for you then, slightly short term. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow?
A little bit lighter wind, maybe.
Maybe that wasn't such an easy question. I was thinking similar direction and similar air temperature and similar gradient, but
It's a difficult place to predict what's happening, which is also really why it's good to train here, because things can really change a lot, and it also depends a little bit on the wind direction compared to that big mountain over there. It like changed a lot. So
it is a big mountain. I tried to cycle up and I thought better of it.
exactly.
Now, it's super fun. You never really know what's going to happen. So you need to be prepared for everything and to change quick your settings. So in a day like today, we get through a lot of different tests, and yeah, it's amazing.
Did the wind gradually build today, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for us, it's like a very changing. If it's 11 knots or 13 knots, even though it's only 2 knots different, the way you sail the boat changes drastically.
Yeah, you go from being like just powered up to being really overpowered, and it just makes a big difference in the changing the setup.
Guess that keeps it interesting.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for your time. Good luck tomorrow, and let's hope we have lots more regattas this year as well.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what
Thank
we
you
hope
very
for.
much.
Thank you.